All right, we're going to check out number 8. We're going to follow through the same steps that we've been doing. So we'll start by finding our vertical asymptote. Remember our vertical asymptote, we take our denominator and set it equal to 0. So we get x equals 2. Then for our horizontal asymptote, we take a look at the degrees. The degree on top is 2, the degree on bottom is 1. So since the top is greater than the bottom, there is no horizontal asymptote. But since it's 1 greater, it does have a slant asymptote. So remember, we find that slant asymptote by using long division. So we're going to take x squared divided by x minus 2. And notice this x squared, it's missing some stuff. We need a 0x and a 0. And now we're ready to do the long division. So our goal is to get an x squared. So what times x gives us x squared? It's going to be x. So that'll be x squared minus 2x. Draw the line, change the signs. Drop the 0. And now we want to get a 2x. So we need a 2 on top. And we get 2x minus 4. Draw the line, change the signs. You get to ignore the remainder. This is all we're worried about. Our slant asymptote is y equals x plus 2. So I'm going to go to 2 on the y-intercept, graph that slope of 1, and there's my slant asymptote. All right, let's go ahead and find an x-intercept. I'm going to erase so that I have room to do this. Hopefully you have more space on your paper. To find x-intercepts, we plug in 0 for y. So we get x squared over x minus 2. I'm going to multiply both sides by x minus 2 to get rid of that fraction. So I get 0 equals x squared. And when I take the square root of that, I get 0 equals x. So our x-intercept is 0. To find y-intercepts, we are going to plug in 0 for x. So we get 0 squared divided by 0 minus 2, which is also going to be 0. All right, then to finish out this graph, it would be super helpful if we had a few more points. So we'll make a little table of values to do that. Now let's see, my asymptote is at 2, so I want to pick a couple points on this side. So I'm going to pick 1, and I don't need to pick 0 because I already know the point 0, 0. And then I'm going to pick some points on the other side of that asymptote. So I'm going to pick 3 and 4. And we'll plug those in here. So when I plug in 1, I get, let's see, that's 1 over 1 minus 2. So that's going to be negative 1. When I plug in 3, that's going to be 9 over 3 minus 2. So that'll be 9. And when I plug in 4, that'll be 16 over 4 minus 2. So that'll be 8. Okay, so that was just my scribbles showing a little work there. So let's graph this. We have 1, negative 1. And then we have 3, 9 up there, and 4, 8. And there's our graph. Okay, it gets closer to those asymptotes.